My budget action camera, which I mount on my handlebars as a motorbike dash cam, recently became immersed in water and therefore broke. I'm going to show you in this video why I've decided to replace it with another one and show you what type of quality video to expect. Last weekend, Mrs. T and I braved the heaviest monsoon rains we've seen in years to attend the 365-day celebration of the Royal Enfield Meteor 650 in Thailand. While the bike handled the weather like a champ, my budget SJ cam didn't stand a chance against that downpour. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through how I replaced it with another affordable Chinese camera, this time with a waterproof housing. Let's see if it can handle the storm. Yes, so my little cheap dash cam got wet, not from its own fault, because I never actually put it into its waterproof housing, because if I did I couldn't charge it at the time. So I've actually gone out and bought myself another one. It's unbranded, but it is the same make, and it does come with the waterproof housing. But again, I've got the same problem, I can't charge it while it's in the housing. But I think it's okay for me to drill a couple of holes here and charge it this way. That's definitely going to be more waterproof than just leaving it like a bare camera. It was very cheap. It was 500 baht, about 12 pounds UK pounds. And what I like about it is the fact that it's got a car record mode, so it turns the camera on and off automatically with the ignition, which is a really good feature. But it's not 4K. Don't believe that for a second. It isn't 4K. It's 1080p at most, but that's still good enough for riding and proving something if something goes wrong and it's not your fault. So I kind of feel naked. Now I've been riding the bike all week without this camera, I kind of feel naked, so hence the reason for buying another one. So what we're going to do now, we're going to mark where the charging controls are with a pen, and I'm going to drill those out so I can put my charger back in. That's the idea. I think that will still be more waterproof than not having anything, right? Because it is severe rainy season at the moment. However, at the moment it's sunshine and very hot, so I'm going to go for a little cruise in a minute to test out the new camera and to test something else out. I'm going to see if you can notice anything else that's different today. If you very smart people might be able to notice and say something in the comments. But anyway, we're going to drill this out quickly and I'm going to mount this new camera to my bike. This one's done very well. It's over 10 years old. It's done very well, so it's time for a new one. It's quite tough. It is quite tough. It's quite thick. Let's just drill a couple of holes. There we go. Now we just got to join the two holes together. So hopefully we can put the camera back in. All the dust is blown out. Fold it up, which is quite ingenious. I've got my new bike mount there, and hopefully the USB cable will fit into the side. The charging cable will fit into the side. There we go, the charging cable fits through the case. So here's my old SJ cam, which used to just pop out like that, but I don't need this holder anymore, and that's why the camera got wet. It was totally unwaterproofed. There's still water in there in my locking nut. But this one has come with a new fixing, which I never had before. So that one should screw on there. There. Do the lock nut up underneath. And all I have to do is plug that into my little secret USB that I made a separate video about. I will put a link in the description and above now that you can see that video. I fitted an OEM, an original manufacturer's USB cable to my handlebars from Royal Enfield, even though Royal Enfield say it can't be done because it's from the Royal Enfield Meteor 350. It fitted this bike no problem, and I use it all the time. and this little short cable fits there a treat. Hopefully you can see that, my little USB that I put on, original USB from the Royal Enfield Meteor 350. It screws underneath the handlebars perfectly, and then my little USB charger will fit in here. Sorted. That camera is now connected, and then hopefully when I turn on the ignition for the bike, the camera should come on automatically. There we go, it's come on automatically, and we're recording automatically. I've got my date and timestamp, which is very important if you need to prove things. I've got the microphone turned off because there's no point of wasting extra data, because it's inside a case, so it's not going to hear anything anyway. If I turn my ignition off, she should turn off automatically. There we go, goodbye. So on and off automatically with the ignition through my extra USB that I've fitted to the Meteor 650. So you can still use all the function buttons through the waterproof case. I've got it set on car mode, on. And what I've also decided is that I can silicone this in, because there's two ways of downloading the pictures without taking the camera out of the case. First one is using the built-in Wi-Fi to the camera. It's got built-in Wi-Fi, so I can connect to the phone. And secondly, I can undo the USB and just connect that to my computer and download the pictures that way. So I can silicone that in, so I can make it 100% waterproof, which is kind of ideal. Ignition on, camera comes on. Here I am, hello. Okay, so let's put this to the test. This is my favourite road, my favourite twisty road. Some nice leisurely corners here. It's just rained again. Unfortunately the roads are wet, so I won't be going stupid, but it's quite nice. In fact, it's still raining, I can feel it a little bit. And there are the beautiful mountains with the clouds on top. Some nice gentle twisties. You're ruining my twisties. You're ruining my twisties. And what are you doing? Are you turning left? Are you turning right? What are you doing? Please tell me what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. I have no idea what you're doing. My favourite corner's ruined. I'm not waiting for you.
So as expected, for the price paid, the video quality is not its best. However, it's still good enough to prove things, it's still good enough to read the odd number plate, and it's about 35 times cheaper than a branded action cam which has got video stabilization and true 4K. But for me, this is just perfect. It's a cheap camera that does what I need it to do, and I'm so glad I had it, because on the first day of having it on my bike, after riding a bike without a week without one on, this is what happened. It's early morning, I'm on my way to school. In Thailand we drive on the left, the same as the UK. I'm at a crossroads, I'm just about to turn left. Bam! I nearly get hit with some idiot overtaking on a crossroads. As lovely as Thailand is, sadly it has one of the highest road traffic death rates in the world. About 14 to 15,000 motorcyclists die each year in this country. Hence the reason I want to record all of my journeys with a cheap camera that no one's going to steal and that turns on and off automatically so I don't forget. But obviously it's not as good a quality as my Insta360 here. And for those of you that are keen-eyed, it's more keen-eared. Did you hear the difference? Teacher T has invested in some expensive microphones so I can talk to you when I'm riding and you can hear the exhaust noise on the bike.
Let's take a shortcut here.
The software is easy to download just by scanning the side of the box. You have the choice of Windows, Android or iOS. Once downloaded, you turn the Wi-Fi on for the camera, join the Wi-Fi for the camera, and then hit the app that you've downloaded. This one is GoPlus CamPro, and there you can select files from the Sports DV. On camera setup, you have the choice of recording in 1, 2 or 3 minute segments. This downloads onto the app. You can play from the app or you can download from the app, and once the memory is full, the memory card is full, it will re-loop and record over the top. So a very handy, useful camera. Would I recommend it? Certainly, just for that peace of mind. And here we are, day 2. He's very lucky I fitted some new brake pads. This upcoming weekend is forecast to be sunny and dry, so I'm really looking forward to taking the bike out with the new microphones and recording a video vlog for you. So if you'd like to see that, you know what to do. Please like and please subscribe to Teacher T, and I'll see you on a video soon.